You're listening to the Dude What podcast, where we review bad media and have a laugh while enjoying beer with your host, Harry and Tomo. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dude What podcast. I'm your host, Tomo. And as always, I'm joined by my best friend and co-host, Harry. How you doing, bro?
Hey man, it's good to be back, dude.
Yeah, it's good. But see, this episode, we have a special guest back on.
Yeah,
So
we
from
do.
our previous episode,
Yeah.
it's the big bad Hamby. How you doing, bro?
Not too bad, yeah. Happy to be back.
Yeah, man.
Been on it a lot recently, but
You have, dude.
I
I was going to say,
had a really good time
We've,
the last couple of times.
yeah, we literally can't seem to get rid of you at the minute, bro.
It's okay.
But it's
Not like we're trying.
It's literally a joy and a pleasure every time, man.
Well, I enjoy it every time I come on. I always have a laugh. I like talking about random
It's
shit.
really nice to be doing it like face to face this time as well.
Oh yeah.
We are all face to face together. It's the first time we've all been together in
a while.
Since that first episode Hamby was on as a guest.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
No
much.
way. That was like episode 3 or something.
Mhm. Yeah.
It was a while
Been a
ago.
while.
I've moved house since then.
Yeah. Because I remember after that we went round to yours, didn't we?
Yeah,
Because that was when we went round to yours with Hamby.
Yeah, we recorded that episode in my garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, been a while.
It has been a long time. That's insane. We all play COD together quite a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess like we still like all chat and stuff. So
We speak quite a few times a week normally.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, anyway, what you been up to, Harry?
well, man, not a lot. Like since the last little recording that I did with Hamby he featured on the Harry's Half Hour show. Not a lot like that I haven't already said. I've basically just been working. Actually, since that episode, man, when I told you that I watched Dune and I thought it was crap, I've decided to start listening to the books, like the audio books, and I'm probably about 4 hours into the first one, and like I'm enjoying it, man. Like I'm enjoying it much more than the film.
But it was better than the movie.
Yeah, like it helps that I've seen the film kind of because I can associate like what their characters look like straight away, and I have sort of already got like a basis of the story. But yeah, I'm enjoying it much more. It's it's good.
I've not tried any audiobooks at all. Like
Really?
Yeah, I like reading. Like
Yeah.
I've always liked reading.
I like reading.
I've never actually given audiobooks a good go, even though in theory I should. Like I could
No way.
listen to more of them.
I listen to way more audiobooks than I read real books.
Yeah.
And I love having real books. I've got loads, but I just so many. I've listened to like pretty much all the Jack Reachers, the Witchers, all that stuff. Just
I'll
like
give it a go.
when I'm riding around, when I'm going to work or something, always have something on.
Hmm.
And I do listen to a lot of podcasts as well.
Nice.
You don't really listen to any podcasts, do you, T-Lo?
I just listen to music, go to work, come home, play like on my Xbox usually.
But like apart from that, I try to think. It's been really pretty boring. Oh no! So I told you, Zeph got injured.
Oh
didn't he?
yeah.
So my dog was like running around, basically ran on a piece of steel or something, cut his paw, blood everywhere, big vet visit.
Big Bill.
Yeah, Big Bill. Luckily, Fee was there and like took care of like the whole thing basically. So he's got a little cast on, like a little red cast foot thing, and he's walking around feeling sorry for himself. But he's got painkillers and all sorts. So yeah, he'll be alright. He's just got to stay off it for like a week.
Yeah. That's the issue with collies though. They want to keep working.
They do. They just want to keep running, and they will literally, even if they've got like a broken leg, they'll just keep running.
Oh yeah.
Better sprint it off. Like
yeah.
It's mad. They just want to work. So we're having to like really struggling to stop him from doing that. Like trying to keep him chill and stuff. But yeah, I guess he's healing. He doesn't seem to bother him at all. So
yeah.
But that was me.
Nice.
T-Lad, what you been up to, bro?
I've been working quite a lot, but
Yeah.
I've recently my boss said he's going to get me my PBT license and try and put me through for my forklift license as well.
Your what license?
PBT.
What's that?
Like it's a ride-on, basically like pump trucks. But like pump trucks you use.
Yeah.
It's basically the ride-on ones with like the front when you have the wheels on the back.
Oh, right.
Single wheel on the back.
Yeah, I know.
And you ride around with it like that.
Cool. I didn't really need a license to ride one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, fair play to forklift.
You don't need one if you're just using it whilst not standing on it. If you're just walking around with like using it as like a normal thing.
You used it without a license.
Dangerous, man, dangerous.
Yeah, it's just you assume you just jump on one of those things.
Yeah, I've just started using it now, but he said he's going to get me my license,
like
so I can actually have a license.
Fair play for doing the forklift though, man. I've done that like twice.
Nice.
Yeah, twice now. It's just a good skill to have. And also, if they pay for you to have a full license, you can just fuck off somewhere. And get a higher paid job for a forklift for 2 years.
And my boss said to me,
or 5 years, or however long it is.
My boss said to me the other day, he said he's got something like in store for me. Like isn't he said he got something planned for me. So
okay.
Hopefully,
no. Sounds sinister as fuck.
No, hopefully
I got something planned.
Got a plan for you, horse.
Move around the corner. Like,
yeah, he's like, just see his outline.
Starts clicking his knuckles.
Door or something.
Could be one of these movies we're about to watch.
No, hopefully I'll become a supervisor.
Oh, really?
So hopefully that'll be good.
So, I often joke that you work at a fruit and veg stand. It's become the latest joke.
No, it's literally like a big fridge.
Yeah. Supervisor of the little fruit and veg stand.
No, fuck off.
No, I'm just kidding.
In charge of the apples.
Yeah. What about you, man? I mean, I know it's not been that long since we spoke last, but have you done anything?
Yeah, no, not really. Like, so I had to take my car for I drove all the way this morning. I left my house at I don't even know, like 6:15 this
morning. How long did it take you to get here?
Several hours.
Damn.
Several hours.
Damn.
Yeah. No, it's been alright. I went to a carvery for dins.
Oh yeah, you said you were going to a carvery.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It was pretty good. I felt kind of like stuffed when I got here. Like I felt just like
uncomfortable or good.
I'm not quite uncomfortable, but nearly there. Yeah. But it's okay now. But like it's like I didn't actually. It was one of these. We got there and I thought it was going to be a bit lame because like you go to like Toby Carvery and you can like before COVID and all that sort of stuff. You used to be able to like pile up your plate.
Yeah.
So the place that we went to, like they basically do it all for you. And I thought at the time I was like, oh, this is kind of going to be a little bit crowded. But like to be fair, they piled it on. Like,
oh, that's good then.
And I was feeling a bit greedy, so I got the bigger plate.
Nice. To be fair,
can you choose like a size of a plate and they'll give you that certain portion?
Yeah. So like,
it's been a long time since I've been to like a buffet type place.
And I got like all meats as well.
I always get all the meats. To be fair, actually, I usually stay away from the turkey.
I got turkey today. I'm a bit 50-50 about turkey.
I don't know.
Anyway, but like say it was good, and like but the problem with it is that like I just ate it really fast, because like I don't know, I just got a big pile of food in front of me. And I just chowed down, and I ate it, and I was like, oh,
damn,
ooh, I ate too fast.
I hate that when you're you're like uncomfortably full somewhere.
But I hadn't eaten anything all day, so I was actually really hungry.
Fair, speaking of
carveries, empty stomach.
Yeah, me and Fee got quite a lot of like takeout carveries during the lockdowns and whatnot.
I remember when
now we just cook it every week instead. Better.
So I went to the cinema where I used to live.
Yeah.
And next to the cinema there was a Toby Carvery, and we got I can't remember what we were seeing, and we got talking to like one of the people working in the cinema. And like I think he somehow brought up like what the strangest thing somebody bought, and he was like, yeah, people come in all the time with like Toby Carveries like into the movies. Like they come in with like a polystyrene thing of like roast dinner full of gravy. And I was like, how do you eat a roast dinner like when you're watching a movie?
I mean, I could.
Yeah. No, to be fair,
I wouldn't actually know.
So the cheekiest I've ever been with taking stuff into a cinema has definitely got to be going to the cinema once with my dad when I was younger. And right next to the cinema was like over the road Chinese restaurant. So we would get like a big bag of
prawn crackers.
Imagine that in the cinema.
Chicken balls, big bag of chicken balls, and like hot sweet sauce or whatever.
Ooh, yeah.
Dip them.
Sweet and sour
sauce.
Yeah, and literally take it into the cinema, sit down, open it up. It's like steaming, you know, like
Ponging out the place and just fucking battered
chowing
chicken.
down, watching like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean or something at the cinema.
That sounds like awesome. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, but I just remember thinking like, God, this fucking stinks. You know?
Yeah, well, imagine that with a roast dinner. Like,
Oh my
when you're, it's I like roast dinners, but when you're not eating one, it's like.
Imagine you had like
Yeah.
some fucking like an egg sandwich or something. You're
Oh,
like, yeah.
fucking gross. I tell you what I found recently, and I've been talking to Fee about this. She says it's weird, right? But the smell of other people's cooking when I'm not like in a ready to eat scenario, like it puts me off.
Yeah,
the
I don't
smell
like
of
it.
like anyone else's cooking.
Nah, you know what's great though? What I find, what I really like, is say if you're walking past someone's house and you get like you know, like through their vents or something,
Yeah.
like you just walk past and you just get a smell
I like the smell
of
saying
their
you say-
food, and it's just like, oh,
So
that
you're
smells
saying
good.
you like it?
Yeah,
I like the smell of other people's barbecue.
Yeah,
And barbecue as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different, but just smelling people's cooking. Like if you're out on
Sometimes
a-
it smells good.
I used to be like out on a cycle and stuff, or out on the motorbike. You know, you've got I've got the open-faced helmet and stuff. So every now and again, I'm riding past a little lane or something, and I smell someone's like cooking as I'm riding past their window, and man,
Yeah,
and it's
I
not just like
agree.
what they're cooking. I only want to smell like food when I'm
Gonna eat it.
hungry. Yeah, you know, I don't know.
I know.
Fee says it's really weird, but
I know what you mean.
so anything else other than
No, man. Literally, like since our last pod, like, yeah, literally, car in for its service. That's it.
No, fair play.
Bit of a boring
Fair play.
day, just
it has
chilling.
only been like a few days, to be honest.
Just chilling out,
So, yeah, to be fair. Nice one. I think it's time for my favourite segment. It's everybody's favourite segment. It's the one and only.
What are we drinking?
So this What Are We Drinking is a little bit different. It's actually the first time that I'm handing over the reins to a guest. Hamby, I think we said in a previous episode that like you were basically lined up to bring your own beer at one point. So I thought we're seeing each other, you know, I'll give it to you this week.
Yeah, but you didn't give me enough chance to get the beer that I actually wanted. Because the one that
I thought you had them. I thought you
the one
had
that
them, like bought already.
Nah, the one that I actually want, it, like, this might sound kind of weird, but I have to get it like sent on Amazon because you can't buy it in stores. So I had to get this one like last minute from the shop.
All right, what is it?
What have you got?
He's got a bag.
It is a nice.
Got that as
beer.
the bag.
Oh.
It's a. I do like
what
it.
the hell?
It's a really nice beer.
Oh,
so
God.
it's an IPA. I know Tomo's favourite.
Oh god.
It's a Sierra Nevada California IPA. Now normally they do these in bottles.
This looks good.
I don't normally like them from the can, but from the bottle, that's how I'd normally buy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really nice
Sierra
IPA.
Nevada, California IPA, citrusy and sessionable ale.
It's a really nice beer.
4.2.
I get it quite a lot when I'm at home.
It says
It's in the- it's
family owned and operated and argued over.
I gotta say, it's in a nice can. I like this.
If you can find them in the bottles, I'd
Yeah.
say it's nice in the
Are
can.
they one of those like really short bottles?
Yeah, they're short and
I think
stubby,
I might-
yeah.
I think I might. Have
Anyway,
cracking them.
let me know what you
Thanks
think.
for this, man. I quite like this. It's just someone coming and buying me beer.
Pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, man.
It's not as intense as the last ones.
Oh, I like it.
That's actually
nice beer.
It's actually kind of
It's one of my it's one of my favourite, like, just if I'm
I
at
like
home
it.
kind of beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like. Sorry, we're all just taking many more swigs. Tomo, damn.
Thing
son.
is, they're really small. How big are
Chugging.
these? They're really like
330
330 mils, so you could actually like chug this if you wanted. Like, as in
I
like
have
it's a small can.
I have never seen that reaction from Tomo.
Does Tomo
before.
like it?
Tomo, is there even anything left in
No,
that
yeah,
can?
there
I thought you
It's
hated
half.
IPAs.
He
Well, half
just
left.
chugged that shit.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't a massive IPA
I don't like
kind of
IPAs,
guy.
but this one's actually quite nice.
So
Yeah, fair enough.
it's very nice. It's got that like hoppy flavour, which really starts at the beginning, but then for me,
Fades
sort
away.
of tails out and makes like almost like a spritzery, like just fizziness to it. Like it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fizzy in the mouth.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, so you can chug it. You don't get that like sometimes really strong hoppy, aftertaste.
Yeah, I know
stuff
what you
in your
mean.
mouth.
I
I wonder what hop was used in this. Sometimes I'm really interested in seeing what like hops they use.
Yeah, I have no idea. They do another beer. This brewery, the Sierra Nevada brewery.
Yeah.
I've had it before. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, no, it's a nice beer. I like it. When I'm at home, on like a Friday or a Saturday night, I'll sometimes get get a few cans or bottles in of it.
Very nice.
Pretty nice.
What sort of price point, if you don't mind?
It's not the cheapest.
Yeah.
£6 for 4 cans, which is not the cheapest. I appreciate, but it's tasty.
Well, appreciate that, man. So we usually say like, would we buy it? It's weird with the what are we drinking, because sometimes we rate them, and sometimes we just literally totally forget, and we're just like, would you buy it? You know. But so, would you buy it? I would probably buy this on payday.
Yeah, I appreciate it's not the cheapest
because it's nice. It's probably just a little bit too expensive to be like a every night sort of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's like $1.50 a can.
But it's nice, and I love IPAs, especially citrusy, like hoppy ones. So yeah, if I just go weirdly silent throughout this, it's because I'm just like chugging this. Well, and I'm chugging this. I'm sort of savouring it, like sipping, but yeah.
Nice.
So I mean, apart from now to like show this off, would you buy it? Is it something you said? Or you said it's something you
Hamby did buy.
I did buy. No, I would.
On the regular, I mean, like.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't drink that much. It's like on a Friday or a Saturday night, so I don't mind spending like a little bit more on a nice beer.
Yeah.
That like because I might have like three cans in the evening maybe.
Fair enough. I things are so skint for us at the minute. Like I haven't had a beer in ages, so very nice.
Yeah.
Mate, like that was a very successful. What are we drinking? I think.
Hell yeah.
Next time on, I'm bringing the other one.
Yeah, bring the other one. I'm like hyped to see what that one is.
I got to order it off Amazon, and it is legitimately my favourite beer.
Really?
Yeah, you have to
order off Amazon. That sounds like
it's a foreign beer,
okay.
but you have to order off Amazon. It's not like a
shot beer.
No, well,
oh, don't mention shot around Tomo. Damn,
that's a shop beer.
Oh, right. I thought you said shot. So
no,
in the last episode, if for some reason you're some sort of weird Hamby stalker and you only listen to the episodes where Hamby's on, you'll have missed the episode where Tomo basically. Well, yeah, we did the episode where we did the tequila.
Oh god.
And
never again.
Yeah, like Tomo basically was like
heavy breathing.
Yeah, heavy ass breathing.
Because I was trying not to like die. Yeah. I was just like,
yeah.
Because I was like, this is horrible.
And you can fully hear that in the.
I told Hamby about it earlier when he came around.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can fully hear. So apologies for that in the last week's episode or whatever. That was a pretty good. What we drinking?
Yeah.
What are we drinking? Yeah, nicely done, bro. Nicely done.
Hell yeah! I think it's time for my segment.
Hell yeah! What's your segment called?
Tomo's Impossible Questions.
Tomo's Impossible Questions.
All right. So this one's a bit.
Explain it for Hamby. Do you know what Tomo's Impossible Questions is?
I think I get.
You
the
were
gist,
in the episode when we did it. No, we didn't do it back
this
then.
Is way before.
Yeah.
Hamby hasn't been on the podcast since the early days.
It's a deep dive into the mind of Tomo.
No. It's a series of random questions that are just like can be awkward to answer, can sometimes be terrible. Yeah. Probably sometimes can't answer them.
They're good. Like it sounds, I don't know, sounds whatever you think, but like the questions are good.
Sometimes.
Tomo's pretty good. Usually good.
Usually they're good. Usually they're terrible.
Yeah.
But this time I'm going to give 2.
Okay, 2.
Last episode I gave 3.
He did. We were all.
I thought I'd spoil them.
We were all very lucky.
Blessed. Okay.
All right, man.
First question. If we evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys?
Well, would you say that they haven't evolved yet and they're still evolving?
But it's just like, then how haven't they evolved then? It's just like...
Because you know how different things evolve in different areas. So what if they evolve slow, or the whole process is still evolving, you know? Or,
yeah.
But then how come we haven't had previous, like, apes that became humans, not on record? I don't know, it's like...
We do have previous apes. Like Neanderthals and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're like very closely related to like humans. But they had, like evolutionary what's the word? Like
yeah, I know
as in like survival of the fittest kind of thing. There's a reason why they're not around anymore, I guess. But I get what you mean. Like why is there still like other apes?
Well, they not became
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
But they are very
Interesting.
smart though, yeah, because they are very smart. I've seen a lot of them like when they're doing
Oh,
just a lot
super
of like
smart.
you know like reaction games.
Okay,
and
so
stuff,
here's a
that's
random
crazy.
little quick question: monkey or ape? And if so, which one? What's your favourite?
What's my favourite?
Yeah.
What's my favourite like monkey?
Monkey or ape?
Oh, I like.
And like, you know, is it monkeys or apes you like more?
Don't know. I think because they're like full on crazy, like baboons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like baboons are like kind of like rip your face off.
Oh,
kinda,
yeah,
like crazy.
yeah.
And obviously
Them little capuchins that rip your face off crazy too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you seen all the stories of like people getting like chimpanzees?
Yeah,
pets, and then, like,
ripping their faces off.
yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I've
Like
seen one picture of a
People
woman
do
who
that,
lost
like-
their face, like go down.
People do that. Get you know, exotic pets like that, and it's
It's like,
it's
what do you
fucking
expect, to
stupid,
be honest?
yeah.
Stupid.
It's like when people get lions and tigers and shit, and they expect
Yeah.
it to be alright. It's like, it's like, not.
Speaking of lions and tigers and things, obviously we all watched I'm pretty sure everyone watched Tiger King when it came out. Like it was the.
No,
It was the.
I haven't.
Really?
No one else had anything else better to do at the start of lockdown.
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in March 2020.
Everyone's seen that. Everyone's seen that. Did you hear that Nicolas Cage is going to play Joe Exotic?
Is he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Nicolas Cage is going to play Joe Exotic in I'm pretty sure it's just a movie, a Joe Exotic movie.
Never going to
It's
financially
gonna-
recover from this.
That's going to be so good. Anyone listens to the podcast will know that, like, you know, big fan of Nicolas Cage over here. That's going to be so good. Defo.
Alright.
But no, man, Hamby was talking about his favourite
Baboons.
baboons.
Baboons would kick any other animal's ass in a fight.
I mean,
They're
I'm
crazy.
I'm probably going to go the same, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. Like I'd probably go with maybe like a fucking gorilla.
Gorilla.
Gorillas are pretty badass. Or orangutans.
They seem pretty chill though.
Yeah. A fucking gorilla. You ride that thing into battle.
Yeah.
You heard about what's the gorilla that like can supposedly communicate through sign language? You've seen that?
Oh,
Coco.
Is it Coco? Yeah.
Coco, yeah. Where they've like, have you heard about this, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they like taught like the gorilla like sign language from birth. Yeah.
Yeah, and like loads of celebrities and things go to see it.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen one with Robin Williams
Yeah.
and one with Flea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone off on a tangent.
Yeah. Talking about favourite monkeys. T-Lad, hit us with a second question, bro.
Alright. What do people who are born deaf hear when they're thinking? Like people if they're born deaf, when they think, like, do they have like hear like an actual
Maybe.
voice? How is it?
Do you think like? Do you think in? Yeah, I guess I think in
'cause you
English.
think in
Don't I?
language.
Yeah, don't you think in your own voice?
Yeah, I do. That's
So what would be your? How would you know what your voice is if you're deaf?
Yeah.
a good point.
I guess you'd think in like sounds or something.
Yeah.
Because you must still be able
But
to
you're
hear.
deaf though.
I wonder.
It's
Yeah.
actually a really good question. Actually, like,
Yeah.
don't know.
If you're deaf, so how you thinking?
I guess
What-
sometimes I don't think like in. Sometimes I don't think in. I don't all the time think in like a monologue. Like a lot of the time I do.
Yeah.
Like I always.
Full on Max Payne. I stepped outside.
Well, I always.
it was raining hard.
I always. Maybe this is just me, but I always like have conversations with myself in my head. Sometimes, like not all the time actually. Like where I'm going, like it'll be about dumb stuff. Like I'm gonna make dinner or something, you know. But
I get that.
if I was deaf, I don't know. Would I just think about making dinner?
But see, I don't know, because see, for me, with my ADHD, I'm just like constantly thinking.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm just always thinking about stuff. So it's really like, I don't know. For me, it's having like
I just imagined you as like having like 1 million personalities or some shit for some reason.
no.
All these voices in my head.
Just tell me about things, bro.
The numbers.
Numbers, Alex.
Not to make fun of that though, man. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Sorry. Just thinking all the time.
Yeah. So I was just thinking all
Always-
the time.
Always
stuff.
running. Yeah.
I think deaf people would think in like images. Like you think
Yeah.
like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
rather than me saying I'm gonna make dinner, they'd be like
Do you think
When you
they?
think-
Do you think they like feel vibe? Yeah, because obviously when you're at like a gig and like the bass drum or the bass is playing and you can feel it in your chest.
Yeah.
They'd obviously feel that like that. So maybe they would associate like. They maybe get used to like the vibrations or something and associate a noise or something internally.
yeah.
Or they might like lip read. When they can
Yeah,
read
but
and
he's
stuff. So
supposed to
it's like,
read
I
read music. It's the guy,
read the
guy's
notes.
playing a guitar or some shit. Yeah.
That's a good question though.
Yeah. Nice.
That's a good question.
Yeah, man.
2 good questions.
If
I think
anybody,
that's Insta
if
worthy.
anybody has anything, like any sort of answers to those, hit us up. Send us an email.
Somebody
DoWhatPodcast@gmail.com. Send us a message.
Somebody who understands evolution more than us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can let us know on Instagram at Dude What Podcast.
Yeah. Send us a voice message. www.
Speakpipe.com/Dude What Podcast.
I always forget that.
Yeah.
In the last one, I was like, Spreaker. I mean, we are on Spreaker, but.
Yeah, we did that in the first few episodes as
Yeah,
well. I think
yeah,
I
yeah.
said that as well.
Yeah, I literally did it in the last episode with Hamby. I always forget where we are, but we're not really in that many places.
No.
So it's not hard.
So anyway.
Yeah, send us a voice message. It's like calling us up.
Hell yeah. So, should we get into the meat of
The
this
meat of
segment
this-
of this
This
episode?
sandwich. It is sort of a sandwich. Like Tomo, you're the.
Club
Wait a
sandwich.
minute. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
We ain't making no sandwich here, boy.
We're all sat nice and cozy in Tomo's air quotes studio that he has in his house. It's very comfy. It's cozy. It's soundproof, hopefully, and
Wait a minute.
it's warm.
That sounds weird.
He has a random room.
Random room,
Outside,
hope
yeah.
it's soundproof,
There's
hopefully.
some weird
No one can hear you
there's
scream.
weird chains and things. In there. There's some cuffs on the wall, but yeah.
Don't worry about that.
This week, as always, well, as we have done for the last few weeks, it's October, so we're doing Spooktober here at Dude What Podcast. I can't even remember the ones we've done now, but it's been all like horror themed.
Yeah.
We did Clownado,
Did Clownado, yeah.
yeah, which was really cool because John O'Hara,
John O'Hara, yeah.
like commented on our
Instagram
post, and he was Big Ronnie in that film, who we thought was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. It was the only one that was actually trying.
Well, I think they're all trying, but
Yeah, but he was like the one given the best out of everyone.
and
out of
he-
everyone, he was the best
and
performance.
he follows our Instagram now. Which
Yeah.
is pretty sick.
Yeah, that is really good.
Then, well, it started with me and Hamby. We watched a few YouTube shorts, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
This week we thought we'd mix it up a little bit. And we thought this might be a cool idea, so we each chose a short YouTube film. We're doing YouTube again. It's horror genre this week, so we each chose a short film between the lengths of a couple of minutes, like 3 minutes to like 6 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
And Tomo, you went first, man.
We chose The Pennyman
Yeah,
by Cosmic Films. It's 6 minutes, 3 seconds.
yeah. So it's like, I think that's a decent.
Yeah,
amount
it's not
of-
that
amount of
bad.
Time to.
I just find if it's over like 9 minutes, it's just like it's a bit weird.
Yeah, like we tend to stay away from like a lot of them are 15 minutes, and I'm sure in
Yeah.
15 minutes you can get more story.
But
in
when
that
we have
content,
when we have multiple, it's a lot harder because that's just
Let us know if you prefer us doing like, because we
Shorter
used to
or
do
longer.
we used to do 4, and since then we sort of slowed down. We do we did 2 with me and Hamby,
yeah.
and we still found that the episode was really long anyway. So
Oh yeah.
I think some of them are too short. As in, like,
Some of them are.
there's only so much you can do at
Yeah.
a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomo, you chose the first one, didn't you? The
Yep.
Pennyman, Cosmic Film 603. Bit of a weird start, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like wasn't it the mom was like talking to the daughter,
Yeah,
and then she went and closed the door.
it was like a weird Victorian sort of
Yeah.
house, but they were American and just weird.
Yeah, and it
All
was
dark room.
yeah, and it was like, and then out of nowhere it was like a shadow behind the door. So it was like a
Yeah.
person behind the door through the glass.
So it's like a glass
It's like
door
a
to a kid's bedroom. Was it?
what was it like that?
Yeah,
like
that
a
textured
glass
glass. or
Textured
whatever.
glass, like you have in a bathroom or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you can see the silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was like just a solid black figure, a silhouette of a person.
yeah. It was like a female.
Yeah.
So it was like a big. You could see the hair like tied up and stuff.
Yeah, and yeah, it was like it started asking for
Yeah,
pennies.
it like talks in riddles, and it's like something, give me a penny and I'll something, and the girl basically like gets out a little purse, gets a penny, slides it under the door. The figure like bends
drops down, but it goes
Yeah.
down like straight,
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't like bend down; it just goes straight down.
picks up the coin, and then says again, but this time it's like, give me 2 pennies, something, something, something. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I literally can't remember what she was saying. They were like riddles and things.
It was like, give me 2 pennies and I'll be like, make your nightmares go away or something.
No,
That was what
it.
she said,
Yeah.
And then it was like, give me another 2 pennies
so she gave her
or
the
I'll
pennies.
come for you.
Yeah, she gave her the pennies, and then it picked him up again, and then it stood up, and then this time it said something else. And the little girl was like I can't find any more pennies.
Yeah, she can't find any more.
She was a bit of a weird performance, I thought.
Yeah. And then, like, what is it? Yeah, she like drops the bag, tips it out to like try and find it.
And meanwhile, sorry to butt in, but meanwhile, it's like cutting away, and like this little
Like
girl's
his sister?
is just chilling in the corner on a bed.
Reading the book.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 3 meters away. Doesn't even like
Question
doesn't
what's
even
going
like
on.
lift her book down to see what's going
No,
on.
yeah.
She like
But it's weird because her book's like down. But if she literally within her vision, she would have seen what's going, like a bit of what's going on, and been like, "What's
it's
going on
almost
over
like
there?"
she's ignoring. She's acknowledging and refusing to look.
Yeah, because in reality, you'd be sort of like in your book, being like making sure they're like what you're
There's some
doing.
creepy shit going on. Why isn't she looking?
Yeah.
must have been a good book.
Yeah.
It's a good part.
Great
done
book.
stuff.
50 Shades.
Fucking hell. Tomo.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. That was the line. My bad.
She tips all her stuff out the floor. She can't find any more pennies. All of a sudden, the figure like banging on the door, and then it goes away. And she's like, "I found the penny." The door like slowly opens, doesn't it? But there's
It's
nobody
like
there.
pitch black.
Pitch black, nobody there. Then this big fucking
Like terrible CGI hand.
like fucking breadstick finger hand fucking leans out of nowhere, like out this thing, and like slowly moves this girl in, right? And I couldn't tell to start with if it was like a practical effect, because it looked like a load of like Christmas paper
baguettes.
wrapping, and you got the tube in the middle. The
Yeah,
cardboard tube.
yeah.
Just loads of those, like crickly crackling. The noise was so weird. Where she like.
And then what was the weirdest thing in like that confused me the most is the fact that the sister didn't look up from her book until the girl was out of the door.
Yeah,
God.
And it's like you saw a hand come up and then it was like
It slowly
pulling her towards it. It's like, how did she not see that?
It's a massive hand as well.
It's massive. It
Yeah.
looks really crappy. I think it was CG.
It's got to be.
It looks really crappy. In my opinion, crappy. You know.
Yeah.
But
She like,
goes away. Then the sister is then like,
what the hell? Where is she?
"Hello,
Where's she
Where are
going?
you gone? Clear. Or
Picks
some
up
shit.
her like candle
Yeah,
lantern.
starts wandering around this like weird Victorian American house thing, and typical with all these films, because we've seen a few of these now too,
Yeah.
and they all have the same elements in them. She's walking around this house, and it's like,
Multiple shots as
yeah,
well.
like where's the mom that they were talking
And the
to at the
parents,
beginning of the
yeah.
film?
Where the hell are the parents?
Oh, well, yeah, exactly.
If that was me, I'd be like, something weird's just happened there. Mom, Dad,
Yeah.
what the hell?
It's like, yeah, where the fuck were they?
Yeah.
Weird. She walks around. She walks into a room. Here's like she opens the door, doesn't she? And she sees the sister like stood there. And
She's calling her name
yeah,
and like.
she's like calling her name. She slowly turns around. You think there's going to be like a jump scare. There's nothing.
I thought the girl's face was going to be like,
yeah, same.
all like messed
same.
up or something.
And meanwhile, there's every time there's something weird is happening. There's like weird violin sounds, like ding, you know,
Yeah.
loud all the time.
You're expecting a jump.
Yeah.
I was expecting
At
a
one
jump scare.
point, well, which we'll get to,
Yeah.
where it gets loud. But she turns around and she just goes like, "Oh, Claire, come here!" Runs in, grabs her. They both start running away. And as they're running, this big fucking cardboard hand thing comes out of nowhere, tries
So
to grab
follow
them.
grabbing them.
Then there's this violin, like building suspense single note thing going on. You know, where it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's happening. And
Is that when they were in the cupboard?
we had the volume quite loud, but it wasn't that loud, right? And this fucking violin thing was so loud. It was like
Yeah.
to then no payoff, or the payoff was that her
There
mom was like flashed on the screen for a second or something.
Who is it? It was like some weird
Sat at the back.
possessed woman or something in the back. Like,
No, it was like their mom.
is she just a killer or something? Like,
No, I
what's
think
going on?
She's just their mom. Like,
That's weird as hell.
yeah.
Why is she in that cupboard?
Well, exactly, man. Like,
I felt that the build up
yeah.
was not. The build up was good, and I was expecting something a bit more.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got
It
to
was,
the end.
it was lackluster.
And I was like, you got to give a jump scare for like a video of that length. You got to have a jump scare. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a common thing, but yeah, I know what you mean.
You might disagree. I know you
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
one of those cliches with
Yeah,
like the horror
yeah.
things.
But it's also like very low budget.
yeah, I mean they all are. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a pretty good choice.
It was good.
So, Hamby, you can go first, because seeing as you're the guest, what would you rate that out of 10?
Ooh,
No points?
Out of 10. I'm trying to think what I rated the stuff a few weeks ago when I was on. Oh, last week when I was on. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
I enjoyed it. I thought actually it did a really good job at building the suspense.
Yeah.
But I felt like the end of it was a bit disappointing.
Fair enough.
But I felt like it did a really good job of building the suspense. Yeah, the CGI was a bit crappy, but you know you got to expect that for a short film.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Cosmic films. To be fair, we didn't check to see if there was any actual directors. We just sort of looked at the YouTube with the uploader. So this was Cosmic Films. I don't know if that's the name of the production company or something as well. Probably is. T-Lad, what are you giving it?
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Fair enough.
I'd say just because that's pretty much the same as what Hamby says, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's just I give it one lower just because it confuses me as to why multiple of them are the same to where's the parents?
Yeah.
Why have they not been yo, Mom, Dad, what's going on?
We've seen so many of these now that it's sort of they're not meeting our expectations.
Yeah.
One. I would probably give it a 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
I didn't think there was anything to it, really. I thought that the kids' acting was all pretty crap.
Yeah.
It was mediocre.
I thought that the hand thing was just random and slow and weird.
It wasn't scary.
No, it wasn't scary.
Or
the music was over the top. Everything was crackling bone sounds and things. It to the point where when the little girl got pulled in the room, the random bone sounds, I thought was her dying. I thought the creature had just killed her or something. It was
Yeah, I thought it killed her.
Yeah.
I thought it was that's it. And then they're going to get the sister that goes to the door.
So, yeah, I didn't really enjoy it that much. But, yeah, 4 out of 10. Fair play for making it, Cosmic Films.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think, in my opinion, I think it was pretty good.
Nice. So, the next person to choose one was our good friend Mr. Callum Hamby over here. Do you remember the one you chose?
It was Laundromat Man.
Laundromat.
Laundromat Man.
Sounds like the crappiest
superhero.
The crappiest superhero ever.
Laundromat Man.
Laundromat Crypt TV.
Yeah, and it was 2017.
2017, 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was a really
3 minutes,
short
13.
one. So it's a short one. So me explaining it, it really is this short.
Yeah, it's quite. It's quite low budget because of how short it is.
Yeah, so
it's in that one room.
Yeah, so it starts off with this woman who's presumably at a laundromat.
Well,
and she...
I wrote this down because I didn't know if she was at a. Obviously, it seems like she's at a laundromat because she's got there's a really old coin operated laundry machine, washing machine. But I was is this a house? Or
the room looked like a cupboard.
Yeah, there was cupboards and pegs and things, and which we'll get to. But I was is this a house or is this a play? I don't know.
So
weird.
So it starts off.
Yeah.
The woman is got her washing in the washing machine. She goes to put in the money, and she basically drops. She puts a few coins in and she drops a load of coins on the floor.
10 cents or something she drops.
And she basically manages to it's rolling on the floor and she manages to catch it right before it goes under the door.
No. She
goes under the door. Sorry.
No, yeah, she goes to slam it.
Goes under the door. Goes under the door. She opens the door to try and get the coin, and she's in this room. And in this room, there's no lights on.
I think
were the lights on? There's one little light.
Yeah.
On. Basically, it's all this laundry drying basically in this room.
All hanging up.
There's all lines of them draped in front of her.
All hanging up, yeah. And she goes hunting for this coin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's sort of going through all the laundry and things, and something spooks her.
She leans down to grab it.
No, she sees the coin and she sees it in the perfect beam of light kind of thing.
Yeah.
And as she's looking at it, then she sees a black hand just reaches out, picks it up.
You're right.
And it's a doo sort of noise, Yeah. And it's
what the hell?
Yeah, that to be fair actually reminded me of Have either of you guys seen Signs with Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where he first hears something and he ends up running in the cornfield? Mel Gibson does, and he's got the flashlight, and as he looks, you basically see nothing but like he's standing in a crop circle.
Yeah.
You see nothing but rows of corn, and then you just see like a foot move in the corn.
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
That just seeing the hand or something.
Yeah.
So I thought that was quite cool.
So this is what I mean. I can't really. So basically, she this thing nicks the coin, basically.
Nicks it.
Nicks it, and she's like pretty spooked out by it.
Yeah.
And then is it when she then gets down on her knees and sees the feet by the front door.
She's like, she starts crawling behind. She turns around to try and crawl out or something.
No, that's later on, man. That's later on. So she sees the door. She sees feet. She sees the door close. The door closes. Like the lights go out. She then is like walking around, and lights come on, and she's like standing up against the chest of the laundryman, the bad guy character.
Yeah.
She freaks out, goes to run for the door, and the door's obviously closed. But there's like a massive cat flap or something.
Yeah,
This is what made me think maybe it's a house.
And it's like, and you can tell as it's getting closer, like all the laundry in line is all coming down.
The lines are all twanging and
so
things coming off.
So it's like it's getting closer.
Yeah. So then she goes. She basically like runs through this cat flap.
Yeah, she's trying to crawl out.
She kind of gets her like torso through it.
Yeah.
But
And then
she
can't pull back.
Yeah, she can't get
getting pulled back.
Yeah, she can't get her waist through it. So then he pulls it through her, and then like
a coin rolls in front of her.
Yeah, a coin rolls in front of her. The thing stops pulling her, and she's like she sort of like stops and goes a bit calm.
She spent ages staring at the coin.
Yeah.
And then it rolls by, and then it goes behind the machine, and she looks up. It's the laundryman.
Boom, and then it's a jump scare.
Jump scare.
It's just his face,
Just
and then
on
that's
his
it.
face.
And then it just shows her like hands coming out of the cat flap when she dies.
How many fucking films have we watched where it's a horror film
Yep.
and it's all build up, and then it's literally just the bad
Let you
guy's
down.
face
It
at
just
the
gets
end?
dropped. You just get let down.
We watched one with Hamby the other day.
Yep.
The Don't Peek one, where at the
The
end
other
it
day?
was just
Was it the other
No,
day?
yeah,
The other
well, I
week,
did an
wasn't it?
episode with Hamby, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
So we did it, and it was literally like some creepy mask's face. I've seen one with you as well, man, where it's like, just a weird creature's face.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, I
the
thought.
Smiling Man, isn't it?
Is that what it was?
The Smiling Man with that guy with that weird like talcum powder all over his face or something.
I thought the build up was not great for this.
It was a short one though. It was a short
one. I don't know. I felt like it was over before like it even really started.
Yeah.
Like it was, me explaining it like that's literally it.
I thought, right, and I think I sort of mentioned it a little bit while we were watching it, but because I thought for a sec, this is her house. I thought, well, why is she scared?
Yeah.
Because if you've dropped your coin and like, I don't know, I just don't think you'd be that scared. She goes from like perfectly calm to 100% scared in a second. I don't think you'd be that scared because you're in your house.
Like,
I think it is her house.
but then why would she have coins like that
I thought that's what I mean.
Why
I
was she
thought it was her
using
house, and
coins,
then I
yeah.
thought, why is it coins? And I thought, why is it like an old ass coin machine? It was like a,
Just going home.
you had to, well,
You gotta pay someone to have a washing machine
But
in
I
your
just
house.
thought, why would you be like? I wouldn't be that scared. I don't think she would be that scared.
No.
I don't know. I thought it was. I thought it was over before it started.
Yeah,
There wasn't really much of a build up.
Yeah.
And like you said, it had that like kind of crappy cliche jump scare.
Yeah. I think the best bit of this film is the scene where all the lights are going off and stuff in the room, and the washing is like twanging off. That's easily the best, and that's probably like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Basically it, man. What would you rate it?
Oh, not a fan. I'd give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 out of 10?
I think it was disappointing. Yeah. I mean, it's 3 minutes 13. So you kind of have to consider that.
Yeah.
What can you reasonably do in 3 minutes?
Yeah.
But I just didn't think it.
Yeah.
It missed the mark for me.
Because it's 3 minutes, I'll give it a 3.
Nice.
Because I just didn't enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
It's like I slightly enjoyed it, but then at the same time, it's like the ending just let it down completely.
Yeah.
It was just really boring.
I just Wasn't a fan. Very cliched.
Yeah.
3 out of 10 for me. Everything's been said about it. So I think
Yeah,
we'll just leave
yeah.
it
We're all
there.
on the same page.
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, the last one was my choice. It was
Hell
a
yeah.
short one again. It was 4 minutes and a second long. It was called Transfigure by Dylan Clark. I think I've written it down. 2021. So this year.
Nice.
Yeah, short one. 4 minutes 01. Sort of a bit of a different one completely, this, wasn't it, really? There was some bits similar, but, like, this one was... There wasn't really any, like, ghoulies or ghosts or anything in there. I guess maybe sort of was.
It's
but
quite interesting.
yeah, it was just an interesting concept. So this girl is on her computer. It's sort of like midday.
Photoshop.
Or something.
Midday, yeah.
She's on her laptop in like the dark. And she's looking at a picture of herself. And she opens... she starts like editing it, doesn't she, with Photoshop. And she, like, as a random thing, like, removes a mole off her face. She's got like a little mole on her chin or some shit. And it disappears. Like, she feels it disappear in real life.
Yeah.
So she is then like,
What the hell?
Like, what the hell? I can edit myself. So she like moves.
Edits
she
her
uses
waist.
whatever tool that is to like move something in an image. Moves her waist in a little bit, and her waist goes in. And she's like, oh, this is so cool. And as she's sort of looking at, then she does
blushes.
Red blush.
Yeah, she blushes her cheeks out, which I thought looked weird.
Yeah.
It's way too pink. Her cheeks look weird. But then, as she's sort of like appreciating like her own work or something, like looking at herself in the mirror, like a skin-coloured dot appears in her eye, and then like more dots, and then it starts to like scribble in. So basically, it cuts to the computer, and the computer is like
Erasing her eyes.
yeah, like using an erase tool or something on her eyes, and her eyes start to go completely white. Oh no, he's not erasing it; he's colouring it in.
Yeah.
No, colouring it white. Same
Colouring it
colour in
white.
as her eyes.
Yeah.
Like going blind. Kind
So
of thing.
yeah, her eyes go basically white. She's freaking out. She's looking at
And it
herself.
erases her mouth as
It
well.
then like erases her mouth. Yeah, she's got no mouth. And as she's like looking, she then sees like, is it that she sees her?
She closes the
Slam.
laptop.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
the
she's
laptop
like, yeah,
shut.
and then she's like
She-
back to normal, and then
She
she's
did that
like
a couple of
freaks out.
times. She did that a couple of times in this, didn't she? Where she just slammed it, walked away, walked back over, opened it up, slammed it.
Because
It's
it was like she slammed it, walked away, and then came back, opened it again. I was like, well, that shit's just happened to you. I wouldn't be opening that again.
yeah, she opened it again. She doesn't.
And
She
then
look at herself.
then she
she's-
sees it, and then she's like, oh, it's fine now.
Yeah, she
and
sees
then
that she's
she,
back to
like,
normal.
I think. Yeah, and then something happens, and
Yeah,
then she
so-
slams it
no,
again, comes back,
that's it,
opens
so-
it, and then sees herself in the reflection or
Yeah,
something.
so she's looking into it and she sees herself as normal, and then she sees basically the weird thing she had become, like behind her in the reflection of the screen, and freaks out,
Closes the laptop.
closes the thing, and then doesn't she like?
She starts walking out of the house.
yeah,
doesn't
she like freaks out. She grabs her keys.
Yeah.
She like bails out the house basically, and as she's walking to her car,
It
it cuts back to the laptop, and the laptop is like slowly opening.
I called it just before. I was like,
You
laptop's going to open. And it did.
You fully called it.
Yeah.
The laptop like opens, the program opens, and it's a picture of her again, like as normal, and it starts to use the what's
The
that?
cut tool.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a lasso.
It's
or
cut,
some-
yeah,
some
lasso,
shit.
yeah.
It starts to draw that, and as it's like slowly drawing that around her head, it's like intercutting back to her like running to the car. Well, not run. She's
So
sort of, she's sort of like
power
Walking fast.
Yeah. Trying to like get in her car or whatever, and it keeps cutting back, and it shows you like as it's basically
Drawing around her
it
head.
gets it done, and clicks on it,
Right clicks and goes
Yeah.
to cut.
and it
Delete.
moves. Oh no, yeah, that's
Delete,
it.
that was
yeah.
it.
It deletes the whole thing, and then it instantly cuts back to the woman as she's about to get in her car, and we just get a close-up
just
shot
disappears.
of like a head and shoulders, and her head's like gushing blood at the neck,
Yeah.
The
basically,
head's gone, yeah.
and she just falls over and dies, and it's like boom credits.
I'm just like, what?
I thought it was really weird, right? I would have thought the more scary thing is this thing like scribbling out her eyes and going over her mouth.
Yeah.
That was like kind of creepy. But it was
I just-
kind of... it was kind of comical.
Yeah,
like it had going off,
yeah.
and I kind of like we all laughed. Like,
Yeah.
I just shut the computer down at first. To be honest, if that first thing happened, I'd be like, nope.
Yeah, but you'd think like you'd save the scariest thing till last.
Yeah,
you know, you think you'd like. I
Yeah,
don't know,
because the
like,
scariest thing was her mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, like something
the
like
eyes, that was creepy.
Aren't you just saying that like you want it to be the cliche where she sees something shut and the film ends rather than then
probably.
carrying on?
Probably, but I don't know. I just think like well, I don't know. To be fair, like, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I liked it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, one of my favourite horror shorts that we've watched has been ones that have made me laugh.
Yeah.
And that one did definitely make me laugh.
That's literally what I was just about to say. You remember the one we watched, and it was like the mannequin, and it made us laugh.
That was a funny.
That's
video.
still,
That's
even
funny
though it's
ones.
not the intended response. If that's the response you get from it, you're still getting a response.
It's an
from
honest
it.
response. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like, well, yeah. I mean, let's just. What would you rate it?
I did like it. I would say, you don't need half ratings, do you?
No,
Nope.
yeah.
Oh God.
I learned from that.
This is when I'm regretting what I gave earlier. in the
Yeah,
movie.
it makes you think, man. Makes you think.
So, because of that, I'm gonna give this a 7.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
but-
No,
I
I'm
think a
pretty sure
7.
you've given a 7.
I know, but I think the first one maybe should have been a 6.
Okay.
Because it was better than
Okay.
the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one.
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
in my opinion. I really liked the idea of it. You know, the whole thing of like it was similar to that one me and you watched with the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, yeah.
Similar kind of idea that
Yeah,
things that you're doing on a computer or a video game
Are affecting
happen in
reality,
real life.
yeah.
Like I like that. That's kind of cool. I think the build up was pretty good. I think the thing that let down was the saving the. Like I think they had the scary thing like a bit too early.
Yeah. Okay.
But the ending was funny and I laughed and
Yeah.
it was
Nice,
entertaining.
Nice.
Nice.
T-Lad, what are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it a 7 because when you gave it the rating, I was like, I'm gonna give it a 7 as well. So I was literally in my head. I was like 7. And then you said it. But yeah,
Nice.
I'd say it was. I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
because I liked it because it was it's like a really weird concept, a different concept, which I thought was
That's
really
fair,
interesting.
That's fair.
It's normally the same shitty concept.
I would also give it a 7
Yeah.
because
Nice,
yeah,
seven all round.
7's across the board.
Hell yeah! It's the
boys.
first time, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I thought that, I liked how. I just had a feeling when I was clicking on this one because I wanted something different.
Yeah.
And I think it was a
And we
good
got something
choice in
different.
terms of something totally different.
Oh,
Yeah, there was like a scary face scare in it, but it wasn't like right at the end.
No.
And it carried on a little bit. And
get the suspense going.
And yeah, what happened at the end was pretty shit and cheesy and a bit CG, and it would have been so much better if they literally just leaned into the funny and used like a prop head that was like a neck spurting or something rather than the CG thing.
Yeah.
It made it look a bit more practical.
Yeah.
It would have been better, but it literally made us laugh at the end, and I just was thinking, like, what is that thing going to do next? So
Yeah.
7. I was interested in it.
It was also quite
Nice.
funny when the laptop opened.
Yeah, yeah. It's good.
What I don't get is what sort of virus she got? She got just someone's hacked into her computer. Like,
Dodgy Russian shit, bro.
Do you
Yeah,
reckon it's
yeah.
someone- it can't
Should
be
be
someone
looking
hacking
at.
it. It's got to be like an entity or a spirit.
it's
or
got to
something.
be, yeah. Well, if it managed to actually make it happen to her in real life, then
Yeah, cursed laptop or some shit.
yeah.
That's my favourite one. So you've given 2 of the same score.
I can't go back and change the
You
score.
can't go back.
But in retrospect, I probably would
Okay,
say.
so was this your favourite one of the 3?
Yeah, definitely.
You would say?
Because it's a weird, it's a different concept.
Same. So well done, Dylan Clark. You win absolutely nothing from us. but we thought your film was the coolest one out of the ones we watched today.
I mean, it's got a good rating though.
Let us know if you thought that was cool. Well, like we'd sort of choose one. I know it's literally no different as you're listening.
Yeah.
We're literally just telling you what you're going to watch, but you could change that by suggesting shit.
Yeah.
I've recently put a post on, what is it?
Instagram.
Post on, man. Instagram. I feel like
Or was it what should we watch next?
I can't remember that. Yeah, basically saying, what should we watch next? So you could give suggestions of what we would watch, and we could be like, it's this week chosen by this person, which I think would be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, send us an email, dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com, at dudewhatpodcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Instagram. That's our Instagram handle.
Yeah. Email. No, I've said that.
Yeah, you've already said the email.
Facts.
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 Yeah.
Facts. Just send me a letter to my personal address.
Messenger pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you thought of that, if that was cool. And let us know if you think we should
Do more
tell
of
Hamby
these.
that he's not allowed to come back.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Just let us
Sliding in
know.
on the important bits.
No, to be fair, man, like, obviously there's no secret that me and you have had, like, beef. No, we haven't had beef. We've had trouble seeing each other
Yeah.
recently. I'm working loads. I am going to try and cut down my hours a little bit because even though I've got nothing else to do, it's like, fuck, I've been working a lot.
Yeah.
So, but we haven't been able to see each other that much, and we've had to do the remote ones, and you've had, like, technical issues, shall we say.
Yeah.
So Mr. Hamby has been stepping in and doing a fucking good job. You know, nobody can replace you, man. Nobody can replace you.
Thanks.
But he's keeping your seat warm. In,
Yeah. Appreciate it.
virtual space. So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Happy to do it as long as I'm required.
yeah, man. Well, it's good to hear because I think we always have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've had a pretty good time recording this episode.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a nice one. It's just been good to see each other again. You know, maybe we play some more COD at some point.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Over the next few days or something.
I'm bad.
Yeah.
If I'm awake at the times that you guys are up.
Yeah.
Tom messaged me at like 5 in the morning the other day.
Really?
Wasn't
I normally have a game or two of FIFA before
Was
I
it
go to work.
today? It was this morning. wasn't it?
No, it was on Friday. You messaged me saying like, "Hey, man, want to game on COD?" And it was like 5:30, and I was like,
Oh yeah, half hour in the morning on
I-
Friday.
I was like,
yeah.
bro, I'm about to go to work. I was like,
I was like, you get some games of card?
Have you even gone to sleep?
No.
Dude.
I literally just got up and had a shower.
I finished. I only
like-
finished work at like 12, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll stay awake," and then it just got out of hand.
I was eating my shreddies and my coffee, and I was like,
No
just got
way.
up, bro.
What the hell though, man? Yeah, like every time I message you and we're like, yeah, we'll be on at this time or something. In the rare occasion where I come on before you message me saying you're on, you're already on. You're just playing FIFA.
Yeah, it's my jam.
Addict.
He's got a problem.
Absolute addict. Getting up at like 4 a.m. so you can slam some FIFA before work.
Yeah, man.
Sweaty in front of the TV.
Got a shower after. Got so goddamn sweaty.
Anyway, I'm sure we could probably keep this going, and we probably will, but we should probably end the podcast there.
Yeah, man, it's been a good.
It's
been a good.
It's
length.
been a real good one. It's been cool that everyone listening could join us. As always, you need to take care, look after each other, drink some beers, let us know how it was,
Hell yeah.
and
We always look forward to hearing what people say.
just keep it real, stay chill,
Hell yeah.
don't drive too fast.
Take it easy.
I've been Harry Dowling.
And I've been Tomo.
Big Cal Hamby.
And this has been Dude What Podcast.
Dude What?
We hope you enjoyed this episode. You can visit our Instagram account at Dude What Podcast. That's DUDEWUT Podcast. And you can also email us at dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com. That's DUDEWUT Podcast@gmail.com. See you next time. Dude, what?